What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about is your business recession proof? And with everything going on, it's a little scary with gas prices out of control, food prices going up, the housing market. It just seems like everything's going up in price, but wages are staying the same. And it's pretty concerning for me. And I know a lot of you probably feel it too. And a job isn't really cutting it anymore. You have to kind of have a side hustle to survive, and it's getting more and more difficult to survive just off of a full-time job. Welders start off making 20 to 24. Pipe fitters, that they make a lot more money. But even that being said, I think it's important to have a side hustle, a side business, do something on the side because of the fact that everything's getting more expensive and money is going to be more important in the future because, everything's just skyrocketing. I mean, if you look at the housing market in general, I was trying to buy a house with me and my girl, and it's just been bonkers how much people are over offering. We were looking at one house and someone like put in an offer 60 grand over asking, and we just can't compete with that. There's also cash buyers. There's a lot of different factors going on. So I'd say a business like plumbing, HVAC, pipe fitting, welding would be pretty much recession proof, electrical work, that kind of stuff. As far as that goes, that's more recession proof than, say, landscaping, which is more of a luxury service. If people don't have the money to spend on basic necessities such as, food and gas and rent and mortgage payments and all that other stuff, if they got kids in a family, they're less likely to spend money on landscaping and upgrading their house because they just don't have as much money to stretch. So it's up to you what you want to do, but I would recommend learning a more skilled trade that is more recession proof. And being in the skilled trades myself, it's easy to say something, but it's another thing to do something, and it's not as easy as some may think to start a business, and it's not for everyone. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of bull crap you got to deal with, and it's probably 25% welding skilled trades aspect and 75% customer service, sales, and knowing how to do your taxes. Unless you want to hire an accountant, that's another fee though. It all depends on what you want to get out of the business. Now, I don't plan on going full time for a while in my business. Yes, I get enough work to be substantial that I can, make extra money, but I'm not to the point where I can go full time, and I like having the security of a job where I can have health insurance and a pension and stuff like that, and 401k contributing. They match up to 6%, so that's pretty good. All that stuff is important. And yes, you can invest if you own a business other ways, and you can buy your own health insurance, but that all those costs add up pretty drastically, and they add up really quickly. So I guess it's you got to figure out what you really want to do. But I recommend getting into something a little just more skilled and something that people will need no matter what. I mean, as long as the world's still functioning, people will need plumbers, they'll need welders to repair equipment, and plumbers if your drain backs up or whatever. People generally don't want to do that kind of work, and they're going to need someone to do that kind of work for them. And HVAC, people need air conditioning and heat, air conditioning in the summer and heat in the winter to be able to survive. I mean, especially where I live, it gets brutally cold. -20 sometimes. It's brutal, and you can't survive without heat. So you got to think about what is recession proof and what do people need no matter what. Like I said, as long as the world's still functioning, it's not apocalyptic scenario, but it's important to be able to adapt in your business and adapt to the current market and what people really need and want. And that's why it's important to learn new skills, get certified in many different things. Do your plumbing apprenticeship if you want, and then start a business, become a master plumber, and then you'll just have so many opportunities to expand and just do better. But like I said, it's just so important nowadays to not rely on a single source of income because it's just so unstable. Layoffs are present, people get laid off, and then businesses close down. But if you have your own business, you're in control of that, and you decide whether how much work you want to take on. You can quote out as many jobs or as little jobs as you want, and just build a good reputation for yourself. And soon enough, you will become successful if you have the right mindset going into it. So with that being said, I'm out.